We're looking at a 2011 Lincoln MKX. It's the exact same thing as a Ford Edge, at least as far as the sunroof is concerned. This one here, the sunroof came in, it's stuck open and it won't close. And I can tell you why. This is the front guide, and this is pulled by the cable, pulled or pushed. So this gets dragged backwards or pulled forwards, whichever way you want to look at it. And normally, this part under here of the glass would be attached right here. So it pushes the glass back and it drags it forward. And when it drags it forward, this part that's in here goes down this little slot here, and because obviously this glass retracts over top of the car, so it has to go back down and go flush. So what we have here is this part will still move closed, but it's not taking the glass with it because the glass has, I don't know if you can see this, but this part right here is just broken. So the part that's still attached to the sunroof, which you can barely see in there, there's two Torx number 25s that hold it on. The part that's still attached to the sunroof is supposed to be attached to this. This is a common problem. They break all the time. This one's an 11. The people don't want to spend the money on it, and I don't blame them. And what they want is it shut and disabled. So that's what we're going to try to do here. And I just had somebody the other day asking me how you could do this, and lo and behold, I'll get one about 2 days later. So here you go. So in a nutshell, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take these two Torx number 25s out, and I'm on both sides because they're broken loose on both sides. And I'm going to scoot the glass back a little farther. Then I'm going to take these pieces that come off of here, and I'm going to set them in place where they're supposed to be. Now, obviously, I'm not going to reattach them because they're broken, but I'm going to set them in place. Then I'm going to scoot the glass up here, reattach it to the Torx 25s to here, and then what we will do is somebody will get, probably me, will get behind here and push this while I have somebody else sit in the car with the car running and push close. So when it drags these forward, if nobody was pushing on the glass, then it would drag these right back out from under the glass just like they are now, which would be useless. So what you have to have is you have to have somebody stand back here and help it. You got to push real hard, and then when it drops down in the back, you got to watch your finger because it can catch your finger. These back pieces here, just so you know how the sunroof operates, these just slide. They're just riding. They're not motorized whatsoever. It's just such a big glass. This holds up the back of the glass to keep it from being floppy. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So let me get these loose and then I'll show it to you. Okay, so here's the piece. Two Torx 25s hold that to the glass through those. You see those? Okay, so they normally fit right here and here, and then the Torxes go in from out here, and then this slides, right? All right, so this is supposed to be, again, part of this, and it clearly is kind of not part of it right now. So here's what we're going to do. All right, so this slides in here. You want to come down here right there. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do here is, this is below what we call the roof level, basically ground level. I'm not going to be able to get to those Torxes, so what I'm going to have to do is back this up a little more. So let me back this up. Okay, so I was able to back them up. The motor's bad on this car, and I had to take a screwdriver and push this and have the weasel push the button in there with the engine running, and we finally got it to move a little bit. So now this is going to go right back in there. You see that little pin right there? There it is. You see this little pin right here? That goes down that slot. So you're going to push this up. Now that's right where it should be, right there. All right, now I'm going to put the other side there. Okay, so I'm going to walk it right up there. All right, so that's where it needs to be. Now this again should be part of this, and it should move as a unit, and it's broken. So now what I'm going to do, don't think I can do it on camera, but you see those ears right there. I'm going to walk this glass up here until it fits on the outside of this, and I'm going to bolt it down. And at that point, these are sitting where they should be, and the glass is more or less where it should be in relation to these guides. And at that point, I'm going to have my assistant with the car running, because you want as much juice as possible. I'm going to have him push close while I stand up here and grab the back of this glass and push it shut. And by doing that, I will if we push close, it's going to yank these right out from under here, and this will remain here and this will move forward. Well, you want this to stay together, so when I have this attached to the glass, it's going to all stay as a unit. It's going to move as a unit, and this will go forward, and then this piece here will drop down like it's supposed to, hopefully. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to show you. You really kind of do need a long Torx to do this. You might could do it with something else, but this is what I'm using. Okay, so that's tight, and it is forward, and it is in place. All right, passenger side is now in place, and the next step is to reach back here and pull on this glass. Sometimes it might take two people, and put pressure on this thing so it stays not really attached, but stays in contact with that lower guide while it shuts. So we're going to try to do it. I don't have but two people, and I'm not sure if I can yank on it while somebody else pulls the button. We're going to try. All right, I'm going to try it from the back here. All right, go. There it went. There it went. All right, so it's in there. And that's what it took. You saw it. Hopefully it will caught it on camera. It kind of jumps down in the back. You better got to get your hand or your fingers out of the way. So it is now fully shut. I wouldn't say it's fully connected, but it's fully shut. It won't leak, and you can leave it like this pretty much indefinitely. If it makes you feel better, you could put some tape up here to make sure it stayed down, but it's shut. So if you've got an Edge or a Lincoln MKX and the sunroof stuck open, that's how you can get it shut. Hopefully this was sort of a one-time, one-shot deal, so I hope I got enough on here to make everybody understand, but this is how you can get them shut. Give some questions or comments.